Good morning, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Welcome to Pathways to Success, where we turn the spotlight on the heroes of the Philippine economy, our micro, small, and medium enterprises. We follow their inspiring journey and give great insight on what it takes to scale up their business. Fashion and art influence and inspire each other in unexpected ways. But what happens when these two worlds truly merge? When vibrant artwork transcends the gallery walls to become wearable pieces of art, it opens up a new world of possibilities. This isn't just about selling something beautiful. It's about telling a story, expressing creativity, and celebrating the fusion of culture and personal expression. Today, we're exploring that very intersection as we dive into an exciting collaboration that brings art and fashion together in a unique and transformative way. To guide us through this journey, we're joined by two trailblazers, Imelda Menguito, a visionary in fashion and lifestyle business, and renowned artist JJ Duque, whose work continues to captivate and inspire. Hi, JJ and Imelda. Welcome to the show. Good to see you guys.
Thank you for having us. Good morning.
Good morning. So, let's start with you, Imelda. I've just been to your store.
Thank
you have fabulous items there, excellently curated. Tell us how you got this started, because you've spent years immersed in Italian fashion. You've spent 20 years in Italy.
22 years.
22 years, yes. And how did that idea come to you about, introducing something unique to the Philippine market?
Well, it really stems out from the love and the passion that I have for everything made in Italy. I've been there for 22 years. I met a lot of manufacturers. I've been to a lot of factories. And I've also eaten a lot of Italian food. That's actually one of the best things that we have there. Besides that, I fell in love with the bags, which are, not even those with brands,
yes.
not the bigger brands, the smaller brands, the new ones, the no brands. They're all well made. And not only that.
Some brands that they call quite luxury.
Yes, quite luxury. And not only that, when I lived in Florence, I was walking on history. And everything there is, even the traditions behind the products that they have are all worth knowing. And this made me fall in love. Just everything, scarves, the silk, the bags, the food,
the shoes and the belt. Yes, this is what they will find in Corso Como.
Yes.
And you have 2 stores so far.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about the concept of Corso Como.
Well, I love bringing things that are not yet in the Philippines and in Asia for that matter. When I know the product, I know the how it's made with tradition, the process and all the materials which came into that brand. May it be a top brand, may it be an upcoming brand or something which is totally unknown yet. I feel a certain excitement to introduce it to the people, and I can only sell things that I love. So that's something that I stand for. So if you ask me about this bag, even if it's just made, in a small factory in Florence, I can tell you that the leather is Italian. It's not imported from someplace else. I could tell you that it's handmade or it's machine assisted. So I know my products, and that is something that I love to tell the people.
And that excitement is felt by your customers, right? So now let's go to JJ, my friend, the artist. Okay, your work has been a big part of the local art scene. You've also been a chef. You've dabbled as a film and film director, producer, right? So what led you to exploring this collaboration with Imelda? What led you to doing wearable art?
Well, of course, I've been doing art for about 15 years already. So it's like before, when my art came on, people were asking me like, "Hey, this would look good in something that you could wear." I never knew how to do it. Like how do you go about it? How do you put it out? So when I met Imelda, she was going, "I have the perfect venue for you. Like, we can do this. We can put it out. We can put your art on print. We can put it out as a scarf. We can put it out even as more elaborate fashion pieces for the future." That's what we're collaborating on. But so she had the vision of, we both had the vision, but she had the direction of where to take it to. So I'm very thankful for that.
Okay, yeah, turning art into something wearable. Is that something that you see now? That's where, art is headed also.
I would think, yes, it would be the direction for a lot of the artists, but especially for art which is very unique, like JJ's. I'm wearing one now.
Yes, let's talk about that.
This is Mad World.
Is the scarf featuring the art of JJ Duque. Tell us the process of turning your work into the scarf.
The process to translate his artwork, JJ's artwork, into this silk scarf is actually not that specialized. It's the materials and actually the artwork which is unique.
Yeah.
So someone asked me why this print against the other art that we have that is also very unique. In every square inch of the Mad World, there are a lot of different colors. That's every square inch. It took JJ 3 years to do that.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
I know this piece very well, and it's amazing how, in the scarf, it's vivid. All the detail is actually there.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Tell us about how, how the printing of it, how special is that? And it's not cheap, right, to print something into fabric.
It's not cheap at all. It's not also that easy to have the proper printing with regards to how it comes out. If
On the
it's
fabric,
yes, on
yeah.
the fabric, and it will all depend on the fabric. So the silkier it is, the nicer the print would be, and it comes out better in Italian silk, of course. We are looking into printing the other works of JJ into fabric, which can be translated into more wearable art, and we are
Dresses.
looking, yes,
We're
dresses.
looking at
Into
dresses,
more
we're looking at, yeah.
elaborate pieces, like you
Yes.
said. So, JJ, what made you finally say yes to this collaboration with Imelda, and your reaction when you finally saw the outcome?
Did you say yes?
Yes. Yes.
He said
No, because
yes.
when I saw that, when I said yes to them because they invited me first and foremost, like, we've known each other for a while, and then they said, like, your art is really good there. I go, I know, but I don't have any idea on how to do the fashion bit. Imelda's an expert on that, so she has the expertise on everything that's fashion. So when she decided, like, let's do this, and like when she was I go, pick an art. Like, I have so many artworks, which one are we gonna use? And she goes, like, let's do that Mad World thing because that one is your opus. You did 3 years on that. If we're gonna put art on something that's on a design, like, let's not make it an easy one. Let's like, it's not just like let's print polka dots and let's print flowers. Like, but how much time did you put into that? So it's the process of also doing the art that takes a lot of time, and then putting it around on a piece. There's something symbolic with that. When I saw it, I was like,
Blown
wow.
away.
I was so blown away. I was like, wow, can I have one? Can I take one home right? Immediately, I was so blown away. It was like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Okay, you have both talked about bringing Philippine art and fashion to the global stage. What excites you the most about this shared vision of yours, Imelda?
This is really exciting. I don't know if I should tell our plans, but just a gist of it. Well, JJ's artwork will be translated to Italian silk and manufactured in Como. Como is the silk capital of Europe. Way back in the 16th century, they have this tradition to weave silk there, and all of the other top brands actually manufacture from Como. And I stay in Como in Italy for the past 14 years I've been there, and I know where they can make really good silk and print on it. So from there, a Filipino artist we have the scarves or the clothes, the fabric made in Italy, and then come back to the Philippines to showcase it. And then again, we will be featuring it in Milan when we have the whole a limited set of RTW that we could present in in a fashion show in collaboration with the Consulate General there.
So much to look forward to. JJ, does this mean you're gonna produce more art, make more paintings?
Yes. Because like it's a inspiration for me now. Like before, you were just like doing art to hang something on a wall. Now it's like I have a vision to think of something that can be worn, that can be in fashion. So I'll be like, so my art will take a different approach now in
yeah.
terms of like the way I'm gonna like make it look. But of course, I'll still stick true to myself. But it's just nice that there's another venue for it, for my art to go to, rather than just like hanging on a wall.
Yeah.
Of course, I still like it hanging on a wall.
And spend 300 hours again on a
Yes.
piece of
Yes.
work. Okay.
Maybe shorter this time, please.
Yes, there's so much more to explore with JJ and Milette on how they're merging art and fashion into wearable pieces. But before we dive deeper, we'll take a quick break. Pathways to Success. We'll be right back.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
Welcome back to Pathways to Success. We're still here with Imelda Menguito, a visionary in fashion and retail, and JJ Duque, a visual artist who continues to inspire with his work. So let's talk more about this scarf from your painting turned into this wearable piece. JJ, I think, talk to us about how, like this is a limited edition piece, right?
Yes.
And, since it's limited edition, is it more, premium when you do wearable art?
I think it is. For example, one, it's very rare. Like we were talking about it earlier, like how do you find luxurious items and everything. I think luxury becomes, one, it's the craftsmanship. Next is because it's a rare item. But when you go back to the craftsmanship, it's not just something that, like we were talking about earlier, it's not just a pattern that you throw on. It's like, this artwork is something that I worked on for a couple of years, put a lot of dedicated hours into it. So to translate that into a print, it's not just because we have a photograph of something that we can put out there. It's more like the process of how that became also. So the process of art is already a crazy process.
And the
to begin
medium
with.
that you use, like what we're showing in the video, tell us about this process.
I use colored pens and pencils mostly. I don't use anything. That's all kind of like freestyle. So I just kind of go with the flow with whatever it is that I do. I don't really have any sketches in mind. I don't plan anything. I just kind of like go with the stream of consciousness of what I'm feeling at that time, or what I'm like going with the mood.
Wow, but without any pattern. Amazing.
Yeah, and then so that's why, like, for me to come up with it, it just takes a lot. Like, of course, the process isn't just like 1 hour or something. It evolves as long as I'm sitting there on the table and kind of drawing. So it changes the mood, everything. So like something like the scarf that Imelda's wearing, like when I did 3 years to do that, I started that in 2019, went through the pandemic with it on the table, and then finished it when things normalized. So when I entitled it Mad World, it was because like, you really went through.
It truly was a mad
It was
world.
truly a mad world. So, but everything that I went through the entire process is like kind of translates into it as well. Same thing with every artwork that I kind of go through.
So now, Imelda, you've been passionate about supporting local talents.
Definitely,
How do you see this partnership inspiring the local creative community?
Well, I hope that I could bring into Europe our local talents. It's been a while back, I was approached by a department store in Milan to buy, instead of me, my profession is a fashion buyer. That's what they call us in Italy. So they asked me, normally I buy from Italy and export out of Italy. This department store asked me to bring in stuff from the Philippines instead and bring it to Milan, bring it to Italy. So, but I just don't want to bring any product and offer it in the Italian market. I want something unique from our country. So this is one of the projects that we are working on right now to inspire local artists and designers to, with the unique collaboration with the Italian manufacturers. So both worlds have something to offer. And I believe in Italian craftsmanship. I believe in Filipino talent. So to merge them together, this is the perfect way to do it.
That would be fabulous.
I know, I'm so excited
And it's
about
also
it.
interesting how you got started in bringing the items from Italy, because you started the whole pasabay thing with your friends before pasabay was even a thing.
Yes, there's no term pasabay before.
Yeah.
So it was a long time ago. Let's not talk about age. So it's like about 20 years ago. Well, some of the top brands was just a pair of sneakers would be 70 euros at that time. So this is one of the top brands already. So that's how many years ago? So that was, yes, I started that way.
That's the evolution of
Yes,
Corso
of how-
Como.
yes.
Now it's a store, 2 stores here in Metro Manila. Now, JJ, how do you make sure the artistic value of the designs stay intact when you translate it into fabric and create something that people can wear?
Well, one, because it's my art, for example, is not very easy to do. I mean, it takes a lot of hours. Like you can see it, like for example, like the circle scarves or something like that. You can look at it. Oh, it's just circles, but I dare you to try to draw it and put in the hours for it. So I think from that we can already generate, let's say, like the what we do for them and what we come out with is very unique in itself. We're not something that's easily copied. We don't want to be that very commercial as well. Of course, we'll protect ourselves with our rights and towards the art and the copyrights and whatever you have. But yeah, we maintain the integrity of the art in terms of what we offer for the brand.
Yes, and look at those circles translated very well into the scarf that the models are wearing, what we're showing in the video. So now, do you see all your art pieces becoming wearable at this point? What will you start with again?
It depends. Like, we don't really want to make it, like, not all the art pieces. We'll try to get as much as that. But we want to make something unique for their brand. Like, of course, there are already some art that is already owned by other people. Some of them have expressed expressed the intention of like, hey, can my art also be one of the scarves? But I only want to make one for my wife. I'm like, okay, we'll get there. We'll get there we'll get there soon. But as much as possible, we'll try to make new unique designs with whatever they're working on. So at least we have the direction towards the fashion. Like, okay, if we're gonna make something for a bag, for a shoe, then I know exactly how intricate I can be or how it would look like. Because now I have a shape in mind, or now I have a vision in mind. Before, I just had a square or a piece of paper or a canvas. Now at least I have a vision of like, if this is going to be in a dress, then I can shape my art in a certain way.
Yeah,
or I can design
definitely.
it in a certain way.
Okay, Imelda, you've been exposed to the quality and craftsmanship of European luxury brands. What are the challenges of bringing our artisanal products to the global audience?
Well, there's a lot of challenges. First, of course, we have to guarantee that the quality is really good, the materials are really good. There's a lot of competition out there with not only the European but also the Asian market. One of the way to answer the challenge is to have unique products which are not which cannot be copied, like this scarf.
Yeah.
It would be very hard to have the same exact print unless we are the ones who manufactured it from his artwork. I'm seeing this like one of those monogram
signature pieces.
Yes. Yeah. So it's something that later on has to be patented because and not copied at all. So it's a very limited edition. We are that would really have an edge in the global market.
Yeah.
It's something that, what are you wearing? I'm wearing JJ Duque right now.
Yeah. And eventually, you'd recognize it as a Duque. Hey, that's a
yes,
Duque.
So that's how you see us competing in the global market and introducing it to the global market.
Exciting times ahead for both of you, but we have to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Pathways to Success. We'll be right back.